Let's get things started. The very first thing that I have here, it's super cool, very nostalgic. I can't believe that 2024 is already coming to a close. 2025, I know, is going to be an incredible year for collecting and for this channel. The last few months have really flown by. It's been really busy. Things that are going on and I can't wait to share with you, but I can't yet. But let's get things started. The very first thing that I have here, it's super cool, very nostalgic. I remember I had one of these, but now I have, when I say I had one of these, I had one back in 1999. Now I have four in mint condition. These were gifted to me. Do you remember TV Guide? Yeah, this is the Phantom Menace TV Guide. But there's not just one. There's four of them. It's a connecting art set. These TV guides came out in 1999. They're dated May 15th through 21. So if you're like really young and you're like, what's a TV guide?
It was always a great magazine, but it was sometimes a safe magazine. TV Guide's not safe anymore. Back
in the day, you had to like look at these to figure out what shows were coming on. And there would be commercials that would be like, Baywatch on this channel, or check your local listings, blah, blah, blah. These were your local listings. This is how you figured out what TV shows were gonna be on TV. And they put out a collector series of these Phantom Menace from Star Wars Episode 1. These were $5.96 total. They were $1.49 each. I know that because the receipts on the back. How cool is that? I love these. I want to thank Rob and Paul over at Big Alpaca Comics for these. These are Batman trading cards. This is a reissued set. So these aren't the original, but they're the 1966 Batman trading cards. So these are, you know, the Adam West, Burt Ward set. Each of these cards, they're not photo cards. Like nowadays, if they were doing these, it would just be stills from the TV show and the movie. No, these are all original art. They are incredibly cool. I could look at these for hours, and I have. The box is opened, just a fantastic set. The retail price on this was 20 bucks at the time, and somehow I got these for $30. I really lucked out on eBay. When you look at the comps for these, they go for a lot more, but if you're patient and you follow some auctions that were maybe listed at a weird time, you might be lucky enough to get some of these if these are on your list of things to get. We're switching gears to something that is different, and that's music. Fun fact, I was a radio DJ for 4 years in a small town called Brownwood, Texas. I love music, and I have some interesting vinyl. First one I got at CD Sam's, which is in San Antonio, at the really cool Retro Mall. I haven't done a video about CD Sam's yet, but if you want to watch a video about that Retro Mall's VHS store, right there. I got the Danny Elfman score to Dick Tracy. This is a fantastic soundtrack. Danny Elfman in his prime, he just done Batman. He's clearly channeling some of that same energy in this. This is great. I also have the vinyl record that is Madonna's music. So it's like Breathless Mahoney's record. Twice a year, at least as far as I know, there's a thing called Record Store Day. There's one in the spring, and then there's one that's kind of like a special edition. It's done right out on Black Friday. This is the Mighty Marvel Marching Society's music. You're gonna hear, and I can't share because of copyright, but you can look these up. Here are the titles. You can hear one called the Merry Marvel Marching Society. It's 2 minutes. There's the Captain America 1966 theme. There's Iron Man's theme from 66. The Hulk's theme from 1966. Let's see, Mighty Thor, Submariner. It's great. On the back, it says Scream Along with Marvel. So pick this up on Record Store Day, also at CD Sam's. And if you're looking for records in San Antonio, I highly recommend CD Sam. Next up, let's dive into books. These are the final books that I have purchased in 2024. As I've said numerous times, love the pulp heroes from the 1930s and 40s, so I picked up some Doc Savage.
The man of bronze is here. And you, sir, enjoy your last cigarette.
This is Doc Savage number 30, The Flaming Falcons. The huge terror falcons swooped suddenly from the sky to feed on the flesh of hundreds of innocent human beings. Then, their mad lust satiated, they disappeared in a searing flash of white flame. It's in this book right here. That's exciting, right? All right, so the next Doc Savage book I picked up is The Haunted Ocean. An awesome power haunts the sea, paralyzing New York City and brings the most powerful nations of the world to their knees. Deep in the frozen Arctic, an astonishing army of naked men and the forces of international greed challenge the invincible Man of Bronze for the strange secret of the so-called Man of Peace. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm intrigued. And there's a cool submarine on the cover. So I'm going to read it. Plus, look how thin it is. This is like, what, a few hours, 3-hour read. Good stuff right there. And the last one is The Other World. It's Doc Savage, and this is this is number 29. Can you imagine back in the day, like this guy, Lester Dent? I mean, he's writing here as Kenneth Robeson. He was writing one of these every single month. So like writing it's getting like proofed and everything, and then it's getting printed and put out, and then it was on sale for like 10 cents for these novels. What a time to be alive. Let's see the synopsis for this one, for The Other World. It's got a picture. It's like Doc is on the front of this cover with a giant club, of course, his ripped shirt, and he's like fighting these like weasels or otters or something. I don't really know what's going on, but let's see. The synopsis says, the man from an unknown land. From the moment Decimo Terresio appeared, it was obvious that everything connected with him was unearthly. His appearance was decidedly bizarre, and the goods he carried for sale were astonishingly unique. This strange visitor remained on Earth less than 4 days, but in that short time, he managed to lure Doc Savage into the most nightmarish escapade of his danger-studded career. This is the one I'm reading next. Is this aliens? I don't know. But this is my first 2025 read right here. Now, for my final big thing that I added to the collection this year, I have been looking for this. It's a comic book. This comic features the first appearance of Billy Kaplan, Kate Bishop, Patriot, anyways, Hulkling, Teddy right there. This is Young Avengers #1. Billy Kaplan, of course, is Billy Maximoff. He's Wiccan from Agatha All Along, Scarlet Witch's son, sort of. I mean, you know, in this issue, he's calling himself Asgardian. And because this is sort of like this like sidekicks run that they were kind of like, there's Iron Lad, Hulkling. So they're like versions of the Avengers. They're kind of out doing their own thing, but eventually they kind of come into their own. I don't want to spoil it. It's a really good run. If you can pick up the trade, or if you have Marvel Unlimited, this is a really cool 6 issues to pick up. It's in pristine condition. I am really tempted to get it slabbed. Those are the last things that I picked up for 2024. If you would like to see the last VHS tapes that I picked up, you can watch that video right there. Some really cool tapes. I really highly encourage you go and watch that, especially if you're into VHS tapes or just curious to know like why am I collecting VHS tapes to begin with? So wrapping up 2024. See you in 2025. Remember to be kind to one another, be cool, and collect. Bye.